How are you? We're glad you're back at Wealthy Coin. Shiba Inu's next bull run will begin on this date. Shiba Inu news today. Shiba Inu, an altcoin based on Ethereum, lost a lot of value this week, even though the blockchain upgrade went perfectly. So, people in the market look for signs about how fast interest rates will go up, which could lead to a drop in the value of cryptocurrencies. We'll talk about this date in this video. The next bull run will be Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu news today. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to see the latest Shiba Inu price predictions and expert analysis. So, let's start the video right away. In the last 24 hours of trading, the price of Shib fell to 1,174 cents, which is down 10.52% from the week before and down 21.51% from the month before. Also, the recent drop in prices was also caused by other factors. For example, the number of daily active addresses and the market value realized value ratio both went down. These signs of weakness pointed to a continued downtrend in the next few days. Analysts think that Shiba Inu will fall by 25% this month, going from 83 cents to 93 cents. QB's moving average convergence divergence also showed a similar picture because it showed that the market had a negative edge, which was in line with this negative mood. It's not hard to see why investors are looking for signs of hope in the market. Our favorite investment for 2022 has given that to its early backers. Sitting on 100% gains and expecting more is a big reason to be optimistic about 2022 and 2023. Shiba Inu price was briefly close to the start of a bull run, but bulls dropped the ball because the dollar got stronger in September. Since the beginning of the month, Shiba Inu price has had a back-to-school moment. Key levels have been given up, with 0.1 to $0 being the largest, as the Swedish Riksbank sets the tone for the market with a huge 100 BP hike. Another leg down seems likely. What would happen if the Fed did the same thing on Wednesday? Cryptocurrencies would drop in value because the dollar would get even stronger. Shiba Enterprise is at the mercy of central banks after the Swedish Riksbank surprised the markets today by raising interest rates by 100. Even though Sweden and the Czech Republic have little to do with cryptocurrencies, this move has made markets nervous before the Fed's policy meeting on Wednesday. A surprise 100 BPM hike from the Fed would be a huge game changer for markets. Massive dollar strength would kick in, which would cause a massive sell-off of stocks, and cryptocurrency share price could fall by 10% before the Fed meeting. As the markets get more worried, 100 beeps could happen, depending on how Powell says this. Expect the dollar to get even stronger, which will send the euro-dollar back below parity and cause another sell-off in stocks and cryptocurrencies. This will be enough to force a break below 965 cents. From there, another area opens up, where the price could go down to 655 cents, which would mean another 40% loss for 2022. The other possibility is that a turn could happen if the Fed only raises rates by less than expected and sends a dovish message. That would mean a small increase of 0.1 to $9 and an 11% return. That would be the end of the short-term rise, as caps the red trend line going down, the historical pivotal level at 0.1 to $9, and the 55-day simple moving average all near that level. Sumerium developer Unification has shared some important new information about the upcoming Shiba Inu Layer 2 protocol. This information includes details about X Fund and a Shiba swap bonus. A statement from the Unification Foundation says that plans for the fourth alpha and public test sets of the coming protocol are still going well. The announcement also confirms that these testnets will be up and running by the end of September or soon after. The community is reminded by Unification that the deadline for claiming final X funds is coming up soon. The Unification Foundation successfully made the last X fund on August 22. They set a maximum claim period of 1 month, which will end on September 22, 2022. After this date, the smart contract will burn any X Fund tokens that haven't been claimed. Unification also says that the final number of supplies might be less than the 10,000 that were planned at first. There were 9,888 at the time. Some X funds from the Shiba swap bonus can't be claimed until next year. The notice says that everyone, even though the smart contract will burn any X funds, Shiba swap and X fund tokens that haven't been claimed. Depending on how a planned governance proposal turns out, people will be able to withdraw money from yield portals until early 2023. The money from the X funds will go to the Unification Community Fund. Tokens will be used to reward network participants and community members who help improve the network through innovation and other efforts. Developers and delegates will be the main focus of the first public beta testnet, so that the network will be ready for everyone when it goes live. The announcement also says that the upcoming public beta will fine-tune the process of fixing bugs and open testing to make sure that the mainnet launch is safe. Also, all validators who want to can join the beta to get ready for the launch of the mainnet. Also, the announcement says that ETH2 and the old fork will be supported by the Ethereum March unification plans. This is the best way to help the whole sector. The announcement says, "We'll do our best to keep helping both the original fork and the new ETH2 network. Since unification aims to help all forms of decentralization grow, we think it's best for the blockchain world as a whole to give the best tools to all channels." In line with a community decision that was already made, the network has officially stopped minting Bowen. The amount of official gas for this herbarium protocol has now reached 230 million, which is the limit for Bowen farming. In June, the community decided to stop minting Bowen at 230 million to give Shibuya validators access to the last 20 million of Bowen's total maximum supply. At least 20 million. Bowen is needed for protocol to work normally. Shiba Inu has also hinted that it might release more than one token, such as the Shib and Treat tokens. Even though she will be the official stablecoin Treat for the ecosystem, she will only be used as a reward token. Satoshi Kusama said that Australia would probably be the last place where the Shib CCG game Shiba Eternity would be tested. Kusama said this in answer to a question from a well-known Shib community member, Alexander. Shiba Eternity, which came out in Australia on September 17, 2022, is now available on the Apple App Store. Users in Australia, like those in Vietnam, had the chance to be among the first people to test the Shiba Eternity game and report bugs. The Shib CCG game in Vietnam was a big hit, as shown by the test reports. Several sources say that demand was higher than expected, so the Shiba team had to increase the capacity of the gameplay server by 50 times to meet the demand. When users asked for a test run of the Shib CCG in their country for the first time, Kusama said that download day was likely to be the next event. One of the people who asked was from Turkey. They said the Turkish community is looking forward to the Shiba Eternity. When will we be able to download the game from the App Store? Kusama responded soon. Then he said that anyone in the world could download the game, not just people in certain countries. He says the Shiba team wants to prove to the Shadowcats that Shiba is a real force. He also said that he wants the download of the game to crash the App Store on the day it is released. The lead developer of Shiba